Chelsea Football Club is in yet another final, a chance to win yet another trophy. And how many times have we said that? A lot of times. It's not just any trophy though, it's the UEFA Super Cup, the game of the champions. Champions of the Europa League versus the champions of the Champions League. Chelsea already looking menacing, and if they win, they start the season off with a big trophy, not a Community Shield, not a Mickey Mouse trophy. This is a big one. As a Chelsea fan, I am so excited for this one. Winning this would be the perfect start to a season that already looks very exciting, in which Chelsea can make a decent title challenge. There is so much to talk about for this one. The team news, who is in, who is out. Lukaku, will he play, will he not play? How will Villarreal set up, because they cannot be taken lightly. We shall cover everything later on in this video. What is happening, guys? My name is Mihir Merchant. Welcome back to the channel. This is the big one. Chelsea FC versus Villarreal. UEFA Super Cup Final preview and prediction. Come on, Chelsea, let's go. But before we do, if you are new around here and if you like the content, subscribe, like, share and spread the love. First up, let's talk about the teams as we always do. Let's start with Chelsea. Of course, look, in big teams play big players who also get selected to represent their nation. And Chelsea might face the brunt of it. Might, I say, because they have had lots of players that have gone all around the world representing their country on an extended run in international competitions. So that means they got done later than they thought, they went on holiday later than they thought, and they came back to training with Chelsea later than they thought. Which in short means that they are not really match fit to play in a European final just yet. But the good news is that pretty much everyone who played a decent role last season, an important role last season in last year's team, is on that plane. Lukaku's transfer might have been confirmed, but no, he will not play this game. But you guys know there's all sorts of things to be done. Players are involved, the agents are involved, wages, salaries, house hunting, contracts. There's lots of things to do. Unfortunately, this game comes a little too early for Lukaku. He misses out on this one. Well, the people who missed out, unfortunately, are the loanies that came back only a month ago, and Thomas Tuchel has still not really got enough time to judge them. So Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Timo Bakayoko, Zappa Costa, Trevor Chalobah and Ross Barkley all miss out from the 26-man provision squad. Other than that, everybody is fine, just not fit, but they are on that plane. They are in Belfast. And Villarreal, on the other hand, have had quite a lot of signings done and dusted already. They might just be available to play this game. They have signed Boulaye Dia, Aissa Mandi, and the main one is Juan Foyth from Tottenham. He was there last season on loan. He's made that move permanent now. Villarreal loved him last season. They bought him. And Samuel Chukwueze is in for them. He's pacey, he's a good winger. He's back after nursing a calf injury that happened to him last year. He's in the squad. But along with the good news comes the bad news. And the bad news is the absentees for Villarreal. These are some big names. Their most experienced man, their captain Dani Parejo, is missing because of a calf injury. Pau Torres, the young and the promising defender, has represented Spain at the Olympics, not even the Euros, the Olympics, which was even later. In fact, it just got over 2 days ago with Spain having played in the final of it. So Pau Torres definitely misses out from this game. And there's a big list of players doubtful because of a COVID-19 scare as well. These includes the like of Etienne Capoue, Francis Coquelin, Geronimo Rulli, their goalkeeper, and Vincent Iborra. These are big names for Villarreal. For a small team like Villarreal, with all due respect, these are the players that make things happen, or they did at least last season. And if these are missing and are doubtful, the task at hand just got harder for Villarreal. Chelsea, of course, have got here on the basis of an excellent run in the Champions League last season. Atletico Madrid, Porto, Real Madrid, Man City were no match for Thomas Tuchel's side. And Tuchel really has just come in and changed the fate of these players and that team with a magic wand. And as a Chelsea fan, I absolutely loved seeing that. Absolutely loved seeing it. 9th when he came in. Out of nowhere, top 4 and a Champions League trophy. Wow, that is just wow. So adding this one to that will definitely be an aim for Thomas Tuchel. But it's Villarreal that we are up against. They cannot be discounted. They cannot be taken lightly. Just ask these people. Now usually an Unai Emery team is very solid, is very tactical and is very tough to play against. Except for this one. They held out Man United last season with a 1-1 draw until the 120 minutes and then beat them on penalties. And in fact they even beat Arsenal, if I remember correctly, in the semi-final last season. So Villarreal know everything about facing an English opponent and beating them. And vengeance might be on Unai Emery's mind as well, because he's lost to Chelsea in 2019, the Europa League final against Sarri. He's lost, so he would want to come back and get vendetta on Chelsea. So without further ado, it's that time. Let's get straight into the prediction. Right, Chelsea. They've had quite a decent pre-season, you know, nothing to complain about. Very solid, they've got the job done. Villarreal on the other hand, they've had a bad pre-season, and that's the best way to put it. They are a long way away from the side that they looked like a few months ago. Personally, I don't see anything other than a Chelsea win in the Super Cup final. Villarreal do know how to beat English opponents, like I said, you know, they did that at the expense of Man United and Arsenal last season. But this season, they've looked shaky. Adding to that, the injuries and the absentees that they have, especially Danny Parejo in the middle, that just makes the task even more harder. Chelsea have gone from strength to strength in the pre-season. They've even added Lukaku, which is the literal definition of strength in the team. He might not be there, but that signing has brought a lot of confidence in the team. Nobody's position is guaranteed in the team. There is now going to be strict competition because we are challenging for big trophies. You have to perform, so all the Chelsea players should look at that game as an audition for the season ahead. I think Chelsea will be too hot to handle for Villarreal, especially with their injuries. And let's hope, as a Chelsea fan, I try to keep this very unbiased, but I don't see anything other than a Chelsea win here. I think Chelsea win this 2-1. Chelsea get past Villarreal, lift their Super Cup, lift their spirits up for the season ahead. 2-1 to Chelsea.